Hi, this is Tech Greens by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do live here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you put it on your calendar, and we can go from there. Um, people are already asking questions. This is awesome. Okay. Hello, everybody coming into the chat. Let's look at the first one. The title of the video today is the aha moment about silver. A lot of people have been asking me about the silver price and gold, platinum. Okay, that's another one that we should all look at. And copper, of all things. All these things are going up in price at the moment. Here in Canada, that I know. I do know a couple of people who collect those things for resale, and those are doing rather well, actually. So silver is what we're going to be looking at today. And the things that are going to be happening with silver from the other psychics and mediums and all that I've been watching and talking to and all that sort of thing is silver is going to be probably, more than likely, outdoing gold. Okay, so let's have a look at silver for the next little while and see what we can see. Hello, Christopher. So another shuffle, and we'll get right into it here. So silver, let's have a look. The we got a 10 card, and this is for the health of it. And we all know 10 cards are the end of a cycle. So the suppression of the silver price, this is the first thing that came to mind, is going to be alleviated. Okay, it's going to start to show its true price coming very, very soon, at least in the next month or so, as the world turns. Okay, all those wonderful things happening around the world, okay, are going to be coming to a head very, very soon. And it's not going to be very favorable for the elites. Okay, and we don't want to get too much into that going forward. But there's going to be a lot of celebrations about the price of silver, and a lot of people glad that they kept their silver, physical silver, not the paper stuff. Okay, the actual silver in storage. Okay, locked up away from the government. Okay, there was some talk going on in Canada that they're wanting to take our gold and silver, but that quickly was alleviated very quickly as there was a very large amount of people saying no. Okay, so other things going on with the silver. Let's see. So the price is going to be very, very good. There's a lot of schemes that the governments were trying to do and the banking industry and the stocks and all that. Those type of people trying to keep the price down. Those are going to be failing very, very soon. So we're going to see that silver go up quite a bit. And watching other silver enthusiasts that are out there, they're saying it's really hard to keep. This is the places where you buy the silver. Hard to keep them in stock. Okay. So when that happens, when there's very little product and a lot of people want it, okay, you got that price squeeze going to be happening very, very soon. Okay. Supply and demand, the basics of business. So that's happening a lot around the world as we go into the new wonderful era of Bidenomics and Trudeau doing his thing. for our financial future. You're going to see the silver and gold and all the other precious metals go right through the roof because of buying pressure. And this is going to be happening very, very soon, okay, in the next month or so. What else do we see for silver? The people are a little bit of a struggle with politicians as they try to grab your stuff away from you, as they normally do, or try to tax it and all this silliness that they do around the planet. But silver in the next month or so is going to do very, very well. Okay, I think it's going to go up at least double digits in the price, percentage wise. Okay, let's get on to the next thing. Hedron. Somebody was asking about Hedron in my comment section. So let's have a look at that. So I don't know much about Hedron. I believe I've done readings on it previously. Because I don't remember everything that I do a reading on. It would drive me nutty. Anyone who does lots of readings like I do, remembering all the details about everything would drive you batty. So let's have a look at Hedron going forward for the next 3 months' time. It seems that the body of it's pretty healthy. There's a lot of things being built behind the scenes to bring it up forward. It looks like the price was in a bit of a confusion for the last little while. And it's been kind of stagnant, but I believe in the next 3 months, that price is going to be going up quite a bit. We got a 10 card on the price, and we all know 10 cards symbolize the end of a cycle. So if the price was low, it's going to be a reverse to that in the next 3 months. A lot of the strategies people were doing with this one are going to be paying off great. And there's a lot of decision making with the people. I think some people were going to be leaving, the programmers and stuff. But I think that's going to be about to change because it's a 10 card, but it's reverse. So everybody that was thinking of leaving is probably going to be staying into the system itself. And there's going to be new people coming into the situation. And I think it's going to be a very boom cycle for the Hedron going in the next couple of months. Even though Bitcoin had a bit of a dip, little dip, nothing significant today, that price is going to be jumping all over the place for the next little while. Probably at the end of the month or so, it's probably going to go back up to where it needs to be, because buying pressure, just like the gold and the silver, there's less and less Bitcoin on the market with a lot of other cryptocurrencies. And when there's great need for it, supply and demand makes the price go crazy. Okay, and that's going to be in the next little while. Okay, let's look at the next one. Gold, 20K. Now the full question was from the person, gold 20K 2022. So by the end of the year, they were asking if gold was going to be at $20,000 an ounce. Okay, I believe right now Canadian, okay, it's about 4,000, I believe, the last time I looked. $2 to $4,000 last time I looked. So let's see if it goes up to 20,000 per ounce in this year. Hey, we got Super Whittle Guy. Hello, Super Whittle Guy. Okay, now it's not going to happen this year. It's going to happen 2 years from now. But the price is going to be going up quite a bit per ounce in the next little while. But it won't quite get to that 20K level for quite a well, not a long time. It's just a year or so. And then it's going to be blasting off from there as everybody starts to use solid or sound money to back their currencies. And we're going to see this starting across the board because it's going to be the thing that saves our bacon, along with cryptos and silver and all that sort of thing. The strategies that they were using to suppress the price, that's going to be gone very soon. And it's going to come from one of the aspects of government in the United States is going to go, we got to stop this, we got to move on, or the whole thing is going to crash, and us along with it. Okay, and this is the big wigs talking. Okay, so yeah, it's going to get to that price, just not in that time frame. Okay, hopefully that answers that person's question.
Supposed to be Sicoin or is it SAI?
Sicoin.
Okay.
Let's have a look at Sicoin. Super little guy, he's talking up a storm. Which is good. I like that. Sicoin. Some interesting cards coming up. I can't wait till we can have a little camera above the cards and figure out a way that we can split the screen and all that. That'd be an interesting thing to do later on. One thing at a time, my wife says. I got a lot of ideas, but go one step at a time. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube, so but it's a good idea. So I think somebody came up with that idea last show. It's an excellent idea. Just not there yet. I'll work on it. Okay, so we're looking at Sicoin. The health of it is okay. We got the world card, which means it's going to be a global thing, but a lot of the things that we're working for it are not going to work for it in the near future. So they're going to have to change their approach to everything. So with this coin, I think they're going to have to do a lot of work behind the scenes to get it back up to where it needs to be and to keep it relevant to the cryptocurrency space. My Twitch is popping. Anyways, the people that are involved in it are okay. They're not hung up on many of the things that they were hung up on decisions on where to go next. We got that Two of Swords, such as you can go this way or this way. They've finally made their decision which direction to go. And they're ready to charge forward. And they're no longer hung up on a lot of the ideas that they were stuck on. Okay, so they can move forward. The price is going to be not amazing. It's just going along like it normally does for the next little while as we get into the new era moving forward. It's going to be around. Not a bad project. It does have its place in the sun. It's just they're going through some growing pains right now. Okay. Hopefully that answers that person's question. Moonbeam coin. Now, this was supposed to, they were asking if it's going to get to, I think it was $1, if it's not $1 yet. But let's just have a general look at Moonbeam coin. Reach $100 this year. Okay. Thank you, good bro Wealth. Okay. Rosie says hello. So Moonbeam, we'll get to that $100. I don't think it's going to be this year. It's going to be the following years to come. It's going to get close, but there's a whole lot of things, other things going on around in the crypto space. Of course, when Bitcoin goes up, it'll go up as well. The health of it is fine. There's no big hang-ups that they have to go through. The price is kind of scarce for the next little while because they have to navigate some hurdles that were along the way. And it's more of the legal aspects of things. And as that result, we're seeing a lot of confusion within the team that's working on it. Because I don't think they're really prepared for all the legal stuff going on behind the scenes. But I think they're going to be coming up with some people to help that out. And those sleepless nights are going to be turned on their heads. Okay. So, of course, we got the Three of Cups along with the people. So there's going to be a lot of celebrations. They're going to have a lot of victories going forward with Moonbeam. But it's just the process of doing things to get it to where it needs to be to grow. Okay. It needs that infrastructure, needs the people to know about it. And then you're going to see this rise of Moonbeam. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. RSR. I think that's our last one. Or there's, yes. And then we'll get to the chats. A lot of people asking very interesting questions. So, I don't think there's any particular question about RSR. So, we'll just have a general read for the next 3 months. Have a swig of coffee. Mouth is dry. So, RSR, a very popular coin with many of the people. They've just averted some disastrous thing that was happening behind the scene, and that's going to be represented in the price. So, it's going to dump a little bit more than the rest of the market because of this incident. But they saved it. So it's going to be and then coming back up. So if you miss those good buying situations that we had today and yesterday a little bit, I think they're going to be coming around a little bit coming up when, buy when it's low. And I think that's going to be happening with RSR in the next little while. Of course, we got the 10 card next to that, so it's the end of a cycle. So everything that was happening that wasn't good for the cryptocurrency is ending, and they fixed it out. The price is going to be a little confused for the next little while, and it's not going to be happy shiny for the next 3 months. It's a great buying time, okay, because the price is going to all over the place. The people involved in it, nothing wrong there. There's some happenings with the bad guys being booted out of that situation. So RSR looks like a good project to get into, and there's going to be some buying opportunities. Okay. I guess we'll get to the chat now. Is PulseChain finally going live this month? That's a good question. Have they been, I guess they've been delaying it for quite some time. I know programmers and these teams, they say that they're going to be bringing out something at a certain time, and it's like 3 years later, just like the Ethereum 2.0. Supposed to come out in 2017 or 2017 is supposed to be out. Several years later. So let's have a look. PulseChain finally going live this month. Yes, but with difficulties. I think they're going to be rushingly trying to speed through things, and there's going to be some mishaps along the road. But overall, I think it's going to launch with some difficulties. They may even have to shut it down for a short period of time to fix the things that they didn't fix previously. And after that, I think it's going to be just fine. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. I really like when you cover world events, current situations, silver, gold, and anything other than crypto. You'll always have my view. Thank you. I like doing things other than crypto as well. The price of Aurora has been steadily falling for some time, wondering when this will reverse and start heading up. Is there a real utility with this crypto? Well, I don't know anything about this crypto. I have heard of it. Let's just take the first question. Is it going to stop falling? Okay. Falling. Okay. Yeah, it's going to stop falling. They're going to have some victories along the way. All the foolishness is going to be ending very, very soon. I guess there's some tomfoolery going on behind the scenes that's affecting the price as well. But I think they're going to be charging for it in the next little while. So the price will start to recover in the next little while. And the second part to the question, does it have any utility? Let's just see what the cards say. Big no. Has no utility to it. I'm not familiar with the coin itself. I think it'll go up for a little bit, but without any utility to it, like the cards are saying, it's probably not going to go very, very far unless they quickly bring in a utility that is useful. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are out there that have no real utility to them. So those ones I would just stay away from. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. MTV token reading. I think I've done this one already. It's not the music channel. I remember MTV when it first came out. MultiVAC. Okay. And to get it in, we had a special copper tube that you would run a screw through, and it had a coil to bring in the pay TV. High tech for the time. And if you whacked it too hard, it would knock your whole system out. It's $50. That was expensive back in the day. That's how we got our first view of MTV because we didn't have cable. Okay. Finished telling you how old I am. Okay. If anyone remembers those copper tubes, say it in the description. Are you that old? Okay. MTV reading. Seems the body of it seems to be okay. A lot of the tomfoolery is out of there, which is going to be reflected in the price. So it's going to be much, much better for the next little while. There's a lot of celebrations within the group that's working on it. Unfortunately, the people are the ones that are having the trouble. The technology for the coin is fine. It's just the people. We got that Three of Swords again, which, if you remember, it's your goal, and something coming between that. Okay, so that's happening, and there's a big no. So there's going to be some shakeup within the group itself. I do think this is going to be a slow burn for the price itself. Um, and it's going to take its time to really pick up steam. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Oh, so that was silver. Okay, we just did silver, so it's going to do well. What's ETF? Oh, silver ETFs. Okay. Okay. I don't know how many ETFs there are for silver out there. There's probably quite a few. Is there a main one? He's talking about the paper market, I believe. Okay, let's just have a look at that as it is without all the information. So they're talking about the paper version of silver. Okay, now I'd rather have the real stuff than the paper. Just saying. So that's me personal. But the cards are revealing everything that I was thinking. We got the Three of Swords again. I swore I shuffled these cards, but and that's in the health. There's a lot of people, they're not going to do very, very well if they're holding the paper. Okay, if they're holding the actual silver, they're going to be just fine as long as you hide it from the government. Put in your couch, hide it in the couch cushions or something. So a lot of the things that are paper based are not going to do very, very well. I'd rather hold the actual stuff. A lot of people that are involved in this one are going to be not happy because they won't be able to pay out when people want their money from the ETF. Of course, we have end of cycle 10 card, but it's upside down. So everything that is going to happen in a positive manner is going to be reversed, do the opposite. The price will be okay, but the problem is getting the money. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not going to go up in price. It's just when it's all done and said and you want to pull your money, that'll be the situation that everybody, not everybody, a lot of people are going to be running into. Okay, so if you can cash it out now, I would, but not financial advice. Okay, you do what you need to do. And hopefully that answers your question. Will DSLA protocol crypto reach $3 in the next 3 years? Okay. It's yes. The market itself is going to be okay for this one. There's going to be a lot of balancing with the people to get it to that price. The price, everybody's going to be looking at it negatively when they should be looking positively. When it's nice and low, it's a good buying opportunity coming up very, very soon. And yeah, it probably a good time to buy it right now and ride it all the way up. Okay. Yes. So the answer to your question is yes. Hello, Sushi Girl. Will metals outperform cryptos in the long term? I think cryptos are going to be outperforming metals just out of necessity. I think a lot of the cryptocurrencies, some of them will be backed by actual metals, precious metals. Um, they're both really good to have. Okay. Gold, silver, cryptos. Cryptos just are more portable than gold and precious metals and stuff like that. I think cryptocurrencies will outperform precious metals. Okay. Hi, Andre. How far will Chainlink go price wise by December 22nd? Thank you. By that time, I think Chainlink is going to do just fine. They're going to have a lot of missteps, unfortunately. And this is more of the legal stuff going on with the government and all that oversight. So it's going to bring that price down by December 22nd, unfortunately. Always governments messing up everything. Okay. You always got to mess up a good time. But they are going to be having a lot of victories after that time period. So whatever you were thinking, what was going to happen to the price, I think it's going to happen a little after that. Okay. All because of governments. Governments always ruin a good party. Hey, I saw something today about the judge being annoyed by the SEC and not granting them something in the XRP case. Sorry, info was vague. Haha. Did you read anything like that today? No, it wasn't on the main news that I watch every morning. That's TMI, the modern investor. He's on YouTube. Very good way of keeping up with everything. Um, I don't. I think that was his second video. He was talking about that. Yeah, a lot of the things going on with the SEC and the XRP is smoke and mirrors. Okay, it's to scare you away from the cryptocurrency market, which governments and banks do all the time now. Okay, so expect much, much more of that going um, further. New dog or little puppy next door. Lost my train of thought. Woof, 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 woof. Yeah, just expect more of that as the old system starts to collapse. expect more bad mouthing from governments and leaders and banks and all that to try to scare the regular populace out of cryptocurrencies. That's a given. Okay. Thank you, Super Whittle Guy. Andre, I saw this video called Watch the Water. Is this information? I have no familiarity with this movie or video. I think somebody, Cliff High, was talking about that today in his Substack, but I didn't get a chance to read it. Let's just throw some cards and see what it says. Disinformation. you check out an article before you actually read it with the cards. That's funny. No, it seems to be a lot of the things in there are legit. Whatever was going on in the video, it's a 10 card. So it's the end of a cycle for whatever is pertaining in that video. So it may be coming to fruition very, very quickly. And it's going to be keeping a lot of people up at night. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about the video. I just saw it being listed on one of Cliff High's Substacks. It's about the illness really being poisoning venom. Okay, I'll have to read more about that. Thank you. Hi, Andre. Will digital IDs be implemented successfully in Canada? That is a good question. And that's something that me and the wife are looking at very, very closely, especially with driver's license. Probably the first thing. Now, I don't mind digital IDs in of itself, the technology. It's all the other garbage that they put into it that I'm really bothered with. Okay. So we'll do that in two parts. Will they successfully launch the digital IDs? Because I have this feeling that no, it's going to be an uphill battle for them. A lot of people are going to be very opposed to it, and it's not going to go anywhere. I think other parts of the government that are actually some good guys out there, very few of them, are going to be saying no. Okay. It may be implemented in some different fashion. It's like governments, they always argue about certain topics such as this and what's going to be all the garbage that they put into something along with the digital ID. Like I said, I don't mind digital IDs, these technology. It's just all the garbage that they attach to it I don't like. And that'll probably be what's going to be in discussion very almost violently in the House of Commons. So I don't see it being implemented for some time for those reasons while they try to iron out all the garbage that they're going to be putting along with that digital ID. Okay? So it may be another year or two until they iron it all out and be friendly with one another in the House of Commons. And hopefully by then we got rid of that Trudeau guy. Will Shiba, go to 1 cent this year? Again? No. We already did that reading and it came up. No, sorry. When do you see cannabis be federally legalized in the U.S.? Well, you want to be like Canada?
Do you want to be stoners?
You want to be stoners like Canadians? I know many of the states, federally is the whole country, I think, and then you got the statewide. That way they can stop the drug war and all that. War on drugs. It just brings more drugs. It's just a weird thing. Okay, legalization. I don't think it's going to be United States wide like it is here in Canada. There's too many states that are still holding on to old ideas. And it's too much of a hot question for them or situation for them. And plus, they make a lot of money with the war on drugs. So that won't be stopping anytime soon until we get the new person in office. Okay? But that won't be for some time because they're going to have a lot of other concerns to get it through. Elon Musk decided not to be on the Twitter board, which could indicate a hostile takeover from what I have been reading. What are the feelings on this? I did see that today. I got a text message. They're going to have to wait. I'm in the middle of a show. Anyways, I'm just being goofy. Hostile takeover by Elon Musk. Okay. Behind the scenes, I think he was going to be on the board, but he wasn't getting the things that he wanted. And it's because of money. It's not because he's a good guy. Okay. It's all about the money. So there is a situation where, yes, he's going to be strong arming himself into the situation. I think he has enough capital to do so. It might make him go bankrupt a little bit, trillionaire or billionaire wise, because he put quite a bit of money into it. So yes, I do see lawyers flying around everywhere. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Super Whittle Guy. Hi, Andre. Where do you see the future of Canada going? Well, I was thinking about this earlier. There is supposed to be part of the future that I've seen already that there's going to be a separation between parts of Canada. So it's going to be from, I guess, Manitoba and everything going east or west. So that's Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan, that sort of thing, separating from the rest. Okay. When that happens, there's going to be, Canadian conflict, throwing cigarette butts at each other or something. I do see this separation happening very, very soon, actually. And with that, there's going to be two more liberal in the east and more conservative in the west. So that's going to be happening. So it's going to be an interesting time, to say the least. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. What about ICP, Internet Computer? Is that a coin? It's a computer? Oh, it's a coin.
Token. Internet computer token.
Okay. Wow. We got the tower. They got this. The health of it seems to be okay, but there's going to be a moment in time that's really going to be devastating for the whole platform coming up very, very soon. And the money's going to be very, very scarce, and people are going to be looking at the negative side instead of the positive aspects for some time. So this is for the next 3 months' time. They're going to have a hard time getting it out of the ditch, like a Canadian trucker on an icy road. They will pull through it, but I think it's going to take a long time for them to get out of that ditch. Overall, I think it's a good project. I think they're going to have that price go up in the beyond the 3 months time that I was looking at. They just got to get through this situation that they're in. Okay, so nothing wrong with it. It's just they're going through a rough patch. Okay. Is the great snake venom fake news? Okay. I'm assuming it's a coin.
It says coin, right?
Yeah. Don't know anything about this coin, so fake news. Yeah, there's going to be something that comes along uncovering the truth of the situation, and it's not going to sit well with a lot of the people. We got the Empress, which means there's a motherly love coming into the situation, aiding everybody to get through this situation. I'm not sure exactly what the news is, if it's good or bad. If it's bad, that's going to be revealed to everybody. But there's going to be somebody that kind of comes along and calms everybody's emotional situation so they can move forward. Okay? Yeah, I think it's true. It's going to have a little bit of an episode. Okay? I hope that helps you out. Will May, June be big month for Dogecoin? Somebody else was talking about that today. Probably TMI. Oh, did you know Dogecoin and Shiba Inu are going to be on most of the Bitcoin ATMs in the United States, starting very, very soon. Of course, most people are going to get, normal people are going to look at that and go, what's a Shiba Inu? So, anyways, just a little side news for you. We don't get any of that fun stuff for a long time here in Canada. I don't know. Will it go up in May, June? No. It's gonna be navigating with everything else in the next little while. It goes along with the Bitcoin price like everything else. The fool, and I'm thinking that's Elon, is gonna say something discouraging to the coin in a text or tweet or whatever he does, and then he's gonna bring it back up after that moment in time. It's a weird situation with him and Dogecoin. It's not going to do as well as people think. Okay? Okay, that answers your question. Okay. Hi, Andre. Is GMT going to $20? And if so, how long? The dog's howling in the other apartment.
It's a different dog.
It's a different dog. So $20, no. Will it keep going up for the next 3 months? It's going to go up for the next 2 months, along with that Bitcoin price, and then something happens. We got the tower at the very end of month 3. Okay, and that's the one I keep. One of everybody's favorite cards. Everybody's falling out of the windows, and lightning and fire and stuff you don't want to be in. So I think they're going to have a rough time in 3 months' time. It's not going to get to that $20 in the next 3 months. When will it? I think was the question. Uh, 4 or 5 months from now, I think it's going to start in that plane. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. What do you see for the coin Atlas from the game Star Atlas in the next 2 years? Another Shiba Inu question on the side. I saw it. Next show, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
We got a 1 Shiba Inu question per show. Okay. Atlas. Next 2 years. Now, the next 2 years is very interesting. They're going to be going through, of course, some rough times and good times and all that normally going on. There's going to be a lot of celebrations, a lot of partnerships with other organizations, probably other companies like Coke, Pepsi, Adidas, that sort of thing going on behind the scenes and being implemented into the token in the game in itself. However, that's going to happen, probably some NFT thing going on between the two. I see Sir Atlas coin doing very, very well in that period of time. Okay. It's not going to make you a millionaire, I don't think, if you got a smattering of coins, but it will make a lot of people well off. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. What is Timpi?
Timpi is a decentralized search engine.
Decentralized search engine. Okay. We'll do that one quick. See, the wife knows stuff. Okay. The body of it seems to be doing very fine. The price, it's going to be okay. It itself, in its functioning, is going to be going through a bit of a rough patch as they're trying to navigate legal stuff because they are a search engine. It's kind of like DuckDuckGo, which kind of went turncoat against everybody. So they will stay true to their thoughts and design with their platform. It's just they got to get through all the big kids on the block and contend with them. And I think in the next year or so, you're going to see it more and more. Okay. They're going to do just fine. It's just going to be a little bit of a long journey, and they're going to need more funding from different sources to move forward. As I guess there's a cryptocurrency that's associated with this, I'm assuming. I think that the price of that one will go pretty high in the next little while, if there is a cryptocurrency that's involved with that. Okay. Got any 3 cards? Okay. Do you see my question about Romana? I'm not sure what that is. Romana Didulo? That's a person, I guess. Waiting for the tech person. You can dance as we're waiting.
She's self-declared Queen of Canada, detained by RCMP after alleged threats.
Ah, her. Okay. The one that's tried to burn a Canadian flag with the truckers and tackling her. Okay. What was the question about her?
I didn't see the question.
Okay. Yeah, she's something else. And sorry, rest of the world. We got this Looney Tune walking around claiming to be the Canadian Queen. Is she legit? No.
Okay, next.
I guess this will make this our last one. Will GZIL reach $200 in the next 3 months? Okay. It's a nice quick one. Close, but not quite. There's going to be some things going on behind the scenes. That's going to be, it's going to get close, but not quite. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. I think that's the end of our show today. Always thankful for everybody that comes out. Makes my day. It's a great time. I have a lot of fun doing these. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to there we go. My camera is opposite to what I see on the screen. You can go to secondreadingsbyandre.com. Everything you would ever want to know about the company is there on that site. Of course, the link is in the description as well. If you'd like to participate in keeping your cryptocurrencies safe, make sure you go to the site and get your treasure, just to keep that cryptocurrency safe from burglars like the government. So just a reminder, our next show is going to be Thursday, 5 p.m. Central, then Saturday and Sunday, as always, at 10 a.m. Central. I think that's all of the things that we need to cover. If you like, I think we did a personal reading already. So until Thursday, I'll see you in the future. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you then.